Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. All our videos for educational purpose only. You're very welcome to follow any of our automated signal. As long as you are on SIM, we're not responsible for your trade. At the moment, we are 9:57. We start at 10 o'clock in 3 minutes. Thank you. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. We Let me show you what's going on today in the market. We had a beautiful run this morning, and then the market went below the 68.93, and right now the market has recovered. The buyers are still in the same lens as the short trade, and so. At the moment, the market has recovered, and we were back up again to the long trades. For the ES, we have a target on one system from the market analyzer is 6904, and most likely the market today by 12 o'clock we should reach around 6900, 6912, the final 6914, somewhere around there by for the morning session. On the Nasdaq, we have On the Nasdaq, we have a problem at 25,422, and if the ES able to break the 6,900, this means we are climbing to this number on the Nasdaq, which the morning session it will hit around 25,495. If the ES not able to cross the 6,900, we're gonna have a problem with the Nasdaq as well. So for that trade here, what we are going to do on that auto trade has made, how much it made? Around over 7,000 today, and close the trade. And then we will wait on the new trade, then I'll bring it down. And this is the problem right here. Despite the short entry, you have to be careful. The ES is not gonna go below the 6,884. There is a tremendous support in this area here. So if you are taking a short, or you have an auto trade taking a short, you have to be careful. Your target is around 68.84 on the ES. If the Nasdaq broke the support at 25,368, the second level for support, it will be 25,310. It's very tricky day today to start with. And we are got caught in between the long and the short. So you have to be careful how you are trading, whether you are an auto trader or a manual trader. You have to be very careful. We are sitting on the edge here, and it's not smooth ride at the moment. Many traders will be confused between long and short, but the market is really between long and short. You should not be confused. If I was you, if you are a manual trader, you need to stand by for another 5 minutes before you make a decision long or short, because the market is divided between those two here. So if you are taking a short on the ES, your target is 68.84. There is a lot of support. There is not much. If the Nasdaq managed to hold on 25,369, is going to be rejected from the 25,000. So there is not much beef on those trades. They are very small trades. You have to be very, very fast and swift with your trade to take a few ticks here and there. But if you are auto trading, I strongly recommend to put your auto trade on a standby to find solution or find direction in the market. Is sitting on the edge. The Nasdaq is sitting on the edge here. If he breaks the support line, which you can see the Nasdaq has been trying to break the support line, it's gonna go immediately to the 25,308. So there is no auto trade is going to save you from disaster at this moment, despite whatever auto trade you have. So as we see, the ES is coming as we expected on the 6,883, which is going to hold the levels in that direction. It's going to hold the first support 6,883, the second one 6,880. Those are the support level for the ES. So we have to be very careful with those trades. And let me see where I am. The Nasdaq is holding so far on the support area 25,369. I don't like it because the ES does not show a strong long trade. That means either the Nasdaq is going to drag the ES with him, or the ES is going to drag the Nasdaq with it with a short trade. So we are in the battle here between the Nasdaq and the ES. They are not in sequence with the trend. One, now the ES start getting stronger. One is pointing to the short and the other one is pointing to the long. And this is where, sadly, most of the traders start losing money when the ES and the Nasdaq are not in sequence direction, or the trend is not on the same page. This is not on the same wave. That bring volatility in the market, and that's where retailers lose money. It's not as simple as what it is, buy, sell signal. It does not work this way in the market if you are a professional trader. It's much more deeper than what you think. So, um, so we are sitting on standby to see what the market want to do. The ES has confirmed the resistance on 68.95, and the Nasdaq confirmed the support on 25.369. So both of them have no direction, despite all the indicators pointing on the Nasdaq long. So whether you have an RSI, MACD, ATR, momentum, whatever it is you have, is pointing the Nasdaq long, but the Nasdaq is not going anywhere. And we need to see the ES turning to long, strong trend for the Nasdaq to keep climbing to the 25,425, and we need to cross that resistance. So that's why it's not really attractive trade for a long trade at this moment. So right now the ES is trying to break that resistance, and the second resistance on the ES is 6,900, and that's what gives the Nasdaq a boost to come and test the 25,423. That's why. So it's not because we are brilliant traders. It is the momentum on the ES has in sequence with the Nasdaq, and that's why the Nasdaq now start picking up and taking a long trade, and that's why it's moving so very strong. And as you see, this is the next step on the resistance, and the Nasdaq is about to break this one here, and it's gonna climb to the 25,473, and the ES is going to the 6909 once he cross. Oh, thank you, sir. Welcome back. Thank you, sir. Yeah, last week we were renovating the office in Europe, and we're done with it. So, and we got the new equipment, new computers, all this. So, thank you. So for well, I'll read it later. And Oh, okay, Kareem. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, maybe um I need some adjustment. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I didn't do my computer, so I don't know which setting, time and setting they have on the computer, but I will look at it if the timing is off. So, well, I told the guys to put it on Chicago time, but I don't know. We'll see. I will correct it today. No problem. As we see the ES, you can see that's what we were talking about, a double resistance and a broke down. And that's why you see the Nasdaq came into the resistance and now going back to retest the 25,370. So that's what it is all about today. The market is not really stable with directions. It's just a pullback re-entry long. Be careful. It's not that you don't have a short. You have a pullback re-entry short. Dismiss the short trade on any auto trades at this moment. Be careful you don't have a short trade. The market is a pullback re-entry long. And don't get excited with a short trade. If you are on a short trade, you need to exit around 68.92 on the ES. And the Nasdaq, you need to exit 25,369 on the short trade. You don't have a short trade. Be careful. We're going to have the ES run one more time. Really tricky day today. Really tricky day. This is not good start today. We restarted the auto trade on the ES, and the ES took trade, already hit the target, and I just reloaded, and it's already on that trade. Good. As long as it broke even, then I don't have to worry about that trade, and then it closed, that's fine. But we don't have to worry about it as long as it broke even. Actually, it's really bad today. The market is really bad. It's not really smooth right on the. It's coming to the re-entry. The Nasdaq is coming to the re-entry 25,369.50, and the ES give in. Seems like it. Let's see. This is the re-entry on the Nasdaq. That's what we were scared of, and the market collapsed to this number. It is, you should not look, you should not be as a trader, whether you are auto trading, doesn't matter where your auto trade coming from, or you get disappointed because your performance maybe is not as what you wish. But this is part of the trading. You should not be beaten by today market, because I have to admit today's at the morning before around 9:30 the market was very smooth. You cannot go wrong with your trade here. But right now the market is really chop market, and you should not be uh, upset, or you should not be disappointed for whatever tools you are using. uh, doesn't matter where your tools from. The market is not really helping, and it's very tricky day today in the market. And you should not be feeling down. You just need to learn on a day like this. When there is a chop in the market, it is an example for you to be aware for next time, to be cautious what you are doing. And as we see here, the Nasdaq is coming to where we said as a re-entry. So there is no use to take a trade on your auto trade on the Nasdaq at this moment, when the re-entry is 25,370 re-entry long. So, and here is the problem: if the Nasdaq go down below that number, it's not supported by the ES. The ES have a lot of support. So if the Nasdaq went below that number here, 25,370, you should not touch the Nasdaq for trade anymore. So this is really a pinpoint area where you need to be careful with your trades on this. The one I just reloaded took the second trade right now on the ES. And as you see, this auto trade is specialized for a chop market. It's not like those kind of auto trade where like this trade, auto trade. This auto trade, he just took one trade, he closed one trade, and he still have 3 more to go. So this is a straightforward auto trade, you know, and it's working. This is the gray chart is a different type of an auto trade. As you see here, is built for volatility. How? If the market go into your direction, he takes one trade. If the market goes to your direction, he's only gonna take one trade. If the market go against you, he's going to get refill one more trade on the second support area. So let me see if we have another example here. So it is built for volatility. If the market goes against you, you can use it even without stop loss. What it does, it use on this one here, I'm using a stop loss. But if I take the stop loss away, we'll take a trade on the second support and have an average price and exit as soon as possible from the trade. So this auto trade, the one in the gray, it is specially made for volatility. Let's see if we have another example on this one here. Most of them I'm using stop loss. Okay, don't go for short on the Nasdaq. Do not go short on the Nasdaq. Not at the moment. Don't even touch it. Leave it as is. You cannot go short on the Nasdaq until the ES also on a short. If we look at the ES, there is a lot of support here, and that is going to hold the Nasdaq. So don't follow into this trap. Leave it alone. It's going to fire back at you. Don't. Leave it alone. I have my auto trade taken short, but I would leave it alone. It's taking a short, but I will leave it alone. This short trade is not going to stay forever. And here it is. It's bouncing back. It's a very tricky day today. You have to be very careful. And this trap with a couple bars down on the Nasdaq has activated many traders to go short because their RSI, MACD, ATRs, all this junk is telling them to go short. But the reality is not short. Here it is. That's why I said don't get excited with it. It's a trap. Don't get excited. That's the whole thing about the market. Okay, on the auto trade, the ES, the one is built for volatility. He took one trade and broke even. You can see how beautiful we stayed out of trouble with the Nasdaq, and even we have an auto trade here fall in the trap, the YM, and didn't make it. And look, here it is. When this market was going down, can you imagine how many traders went short? How many traders put the trade short, and how many traders that lost that trade? It was a trap. That's why we said don't get involved with that trade. And now the ES, this one is especially made for volatility, is in the right direction. Is in the right direction. Here it is. The target on that auto trade is 6903. Let's look on the 6903. Yeah, it's a 6901 because its use and range is fine. It's a very hard day for a guy don't know what he's doing today. It is a really tricky day today. This is the worst time for a trader when he cannot see visually long trade or short trade. You should never allow your auto trade to take a trade, never. And because they are calculating differently, and your brain can see the whole market condition. So I wish it was just a buy sell signal. By the way, we have made a lot of new. I'm not going to show it today, but we have made a lot of new signals, and I will share it later. the ES again got trapped on the resistance 68.95. You see? Right there, 68.95. And the Nasdaq is sitting on a standby between the support 25,368 and wants to get up to the 25,000, as we said, 25,422. If this one here cross right now, this one is going to cross. Simple. Let me show you another example for the volatility auto trade. On this one here, if you take one trade, and you can use it on a micro account, so you don't have to use it on a normal NASDAQ, but let me close that trade. So what it does, it took some trades. It took a first trade, the second trade, you can use it on a micro account, and the market keep going, but the trend is long, it's not short. When everybody was going short, that auto trade is taking long, and if the first trade winning, it's not going to add. It's going to get an average price. And what he does, he's going to add and he's going to hit his target. So we're going to go ahead and reload. So what it does, this auto trade average price. So it's going to reload. We reload it and it's ready to take a trade. Now, as an example, now took a first trade. And if it goes against you, you can use it on a micro account. If it goes against you, it's going to get filled. Like now, we already restarted. It's going to get filled. And if it goes to your direction, it's going to stay on one lot. So this is built for volatility market like today. Wishy-washy. We don't know 1 minute is saying long and 1 minute is saying. So this one here, if you turn it on the micro account, so it will be very simple and you don't feel the pinch in it. If the auto trade add one contract, you can tell this auto trade to add 2, 3, 4 contracts, and then now it's going to your direction. It's not going to add any more trades. And then also what you can do, you can also do this. When you see profit, if you want to, you can take the profit by close position, or if you want to, you can leave it. And if you take a profit, it's going to keep trading. It's immediately is going to turn around and find the different trades. So as you see, we restarted this auto trade and it's already up in the sky and it's going on one trade and you are relaxed with it. So let's investigate what's going on in the market. The ES across this resistance is going to retest the 69.01, and that gives boost for the Nasdaq. The buyers are way over the sellers right now. From 1 to 30 minutes is on the right position to the green, and all the other whatnots are to the green. So now we are going to, the market is fixing to go up. We are retesting the support, used to be resistant, and if can confirm it, then we are going up. He got rejected from the resistance at 68.99 and is going to, right now on my computer is 10:36. On one of my traders, right now it is 11:36. And so we'll see what happened. A lot of news coming in, a lot of confusion in the financial industry, a lot of fights between the banks and the crypto. Uh, some news are not stable worldwide. So uh, that is going to bring a lot of action to the market, whether it's short or long, doesn't matter. So we have a very busy year with the market movement. It's not going to be uh, a lack of excitement in the market, that's for sure. You just need to play it right. Let's see if the ES across this one here, we are going to hit the target 69.06. The Nasdaq is bailed out of. Now we are playing with the high level. So we are going on the right direction. And this Nasdaq, let me see, touch it before it closed trade. This trade is finished on based on one contract. It needs to hit the last. Come on. Got it? And he is going to recalculate and re-engage again to the, so this is a really specially, there we go. He's taking a short. And here it is. Very aggressive auto trade. Calculate the volatility in the market and the FIBs. That's what is this auto trade job. And here it is. Look at this. This is an idea which to our members, this is the M strategy. And this is a very straightforward. The white chart is a straightforward trading with the trend, swing trading. This one here is an aggressive little one. Is going to, and then you can see is here there is a support. Here is your re-entry point. And I can see immediately the re-entry point is 25,390. And it's going to hit it one more time. This is another 500. And it was a beautiful trend for a long. And we're going to go ahead and redo it again. And now he's going to take a long trade. He's going against the market condition. And there is a support for the, there we go. He's taking a long trade. And the perfect timing for a long trade. Now, if this trade didn't work well, then he will add one more and then get an average price on this. And this one is an idea to use for micro account. So now here's the support. It's going to add one more if they break the support area. If it's not, there we go. He added one more. And now we have two. So what it does, he gets the average price. And it is an idea for a micro account. And you still can sustain a little bit when the market goes against you. Now, as an example, this market is going again. This is the support, 25,353. And the ES have a double support, so there is no short trade on the ES. This is a re-entry long on the ES. So this short is temporarily short. It's not really the trend. It's just a temporarily short. And then we're gonna go back and turn around at the moment. Now, if it is the ES cross those double support area, that's mean we are heading to disaster short. But at this moment, there is a lot of support. You have a double support on the ES and a double support on the ES and a lot of support on the ES, indicating the ES is gonna hold. And when the ES is going to hold, the the Nasdaq is going to hold as well. And you can see, look, came into the double support area. It came in exactly where is the double support. Very nasty day for trading today. Very nasty day. If you don't know what you're doing, you can be blowing your account today on this one here. The movements are very unpredictable in the market today, and here it is. The ES took a short trade and is about to. But you know, this is a double support. When you see double support, you need to close the trade. Because I'm using trailing stop on this one here, I'll leave it alone. But there is double support and it's not going anywhere. It's going to go back up again. Not unless if the ES break that double support, it's going to deal with the next level on the 68.80. So very unpredictable market today. Oh, mother of God. Nobody showed up yesterday to the webinar. It was only a couple people, and because maybe the holidays, and I don't know why you did not receive. There is some problems, but some people did not receive for yesterday webinar. Next week, of course, Monday, it will be a webinar, and I have made a new template for every market, and you will get it next week. So make sure you are next week. I have made like 20 templates for the ES NASDAQ, you know, and let's wait for Monday. I have a lot to cover on Monday, and we'll do all of it on Monday webinar. Today my first day in the new office, so I'm a little bit upside down, with everything at the moment. So a new computer is not complete. Uh, New table, new chair. Yeah, sometimes we have to upgrade. Again, the Nasdaq made it and took a trade, and now look, when the market goes against you, it's gonna go ahead and take another short trade from the next level high, and it's gonna average the price. What a ride today, this morning, You can see how the Autotrade managed to average the price, and we are sitting between, and here it is, start going to your favor. So that's what we said. This one here is built for volatility, and it is an idea for a micro account. Not every ninja trader have a large amount or large account. But what it did, as you see, took one trade in here, and then he took another trade and leveled out the price. And here it is, boom, $1,000 within a few seconds. And that's what it's all about. Trading is timing, disciplined, and sometimes you have to be aggressive, sometimes you have to be disciplined. And here it is. And the ES also on the same direction. You made 6,650 on the Nasdaq. That's good. That's really good. For a day like this, it's very good. For a day like this, because you have no idea how many people today lost money. You have no idea. So if you are up $690 today, you should be happy. If you can survive the today volatility and you made 690 on a good day, you will be over $2,000. So it's not the amount, it's survival. It doesn't matter if you made $69 or 690 or 6,900. It is not going into the minus, and survive volatility. Surviving volatility can bring you be a it brings you to be a good trader, because And the ones they are looking for a short exit, he can go to the flea market. There are many cheap apps, and you can go ahead and purchase some kind of used. Actually, there is many people, they sell vegetables at daytime and they sell indicators at night. So you can get it. You can buy 1 kilo potato and they give you one indicator for free. Uh, and for this holidays, I've been watching all those young children, from a taxi driver to the ones they sell cheese and ham, and then they sell indicators on different platform. I cannot talk on YouTube. Open my mouth, and they are selling indicators with 30 minutes time frame on the ES. And those idiots, they don't say where is the stop loss on 30 minutes time frame on the ES. So sadly, right now you can go to the used furniture store, purchase an old beat up wash machine, and he slam an indicator for you called boot and boat, whatever you want to call it. And now you are a trader. So, and those kind of people we don't want. I don't want them. I don't want those people to be a member. I always refer them to go to the used furniture store until they become mature traders. And now the market is turning around. On this cases, when you see the market turn around, you take a profit, close trade. And now he's taking a short trade. That's very fine. So you can always, on this auto trade, take a profit when you see profit, $10, $20, $1,000, doesn't matter. You can take a profit, and I guarantee you is going to re-enter the market within seconds. And he measured the market. If the market goes against you, he's going to take another trade from another fib, and it's going to average the price, exit as soon as possible. So as we see here, he took the short trade, closed it, turn around. So if you are using the stop loss, you can you can make the stop loss bigger, so you can enter 2-3 trades, if you want to. If you wanted the auto trade to stay on one trade, you can tighten up the stop loss like the ES and use a trailing stop that is not gonna go over one trade. If you are using a micro account, it's gonna take a trades, and when they see the market really, really going against you, it's gonna close the trade automatically. If he thinks the market is still long, as an example, he will add on it. If he thinks or confirmed the short trade, like what you see on the NASDAQ, was confirmed, there is no more short, the auto trade is going to close the trade. Smart. So, and so that's how it is. So right now, we are going up again on the ES. The market is really wishy-washy. The market is really horrible. So whatever you made today is okay, So don't feel bad you made 690 on the NASDAQ. During the holidays, I went through every single child or a vegetable guy selling indicators. And most of them, they take the indicator from that platform and use an AI to put an buy-sell signal. and most of them are repaint signal. Most of them are repaint, and then we went deeper to see what they are using: RSI, ATR, MACDs, momentums, the basic. So when you feed a cow junk, you're gonna get a junk. So um, uh, and those are not threats to professional trading, because those, they pop out and they leave. They pop out and they leave because this is not their job. They have not earned. They have not been. Now I'm going to 33 years trading. They have not seen crashes. They have not seen anything. They have not. And one thing what I have said about Bitcoin, that you cannot day trade Bitcoin. As you see the Bitcoin volatility going from 91 to 93 to 94 drop, and all those movements on the Bitcoins, there is about those guys with margin, about those guys couldn't hold their position on the Bitcoin, and all those guys that were chopped, their money was chopped. There is not even money enough now for those day trading on a Bitcoin or on the crypto. The money is drying out in the market, and that's why you see the Bitcoin or some other meme coin. There is no movement because those guys, they are really drying out of money. They lost their ass in the market because you cannot day trade crypto. You cannot day trade crypto, and it is, crypto is a beautiful thing to invest for the next 10 years, but they give you return after 10 years more than any other stocks or anything. But for day trading crypto, and especially currency, and this is different, a line of trading that in the currency or trading gold. We have gold, actually. We have Autotrader gold. I don't know where are they, but we have Autotrader gold. The gold is beautiful to trade on an auto trade. It is beautiful, but you need to use a higher time frame on it. You cannot just, I don't know, where is my gold? Today, my gold did not take a trade. They did not take any trades today, the gold. That's funny. There is no trade on the gold. This is really funny. And look, no trade on the gold. Let me bring you another one. No trade on the gold. Here it is. We have two, and there is no trade on the gold. So the gold also have little tricks in the gold. I'm not going to share it in the public, but if you need to trade gold, there are many tricks on the gold, which I will, if somebody, one of any our members wanted to trade gold, you remind me on Monday webinar. And there are tricks for the gold. We're not going to put it for free on a YouTube. We're still going in the circle with the ES and NASDAQ, and we're still on the same levels as we started today, and we still having the same problem with the 68.95 and the 6,900. Still the same problem from where we started. And still, the Nasdaq got a projection on 25,421, and it's still struggling with the same level from where we started. So there is not much going on in the market. For the Nasdaq, the one we were showing is taking a short. And look, on those conditions here, like you see some profit or it's coming to your close position, take some profit, doesn't matter. And take some profit. It's going to take a re-enter the market anyway. So there is not much going on. And we finished the 1 hour. Sorry about the confusion between 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock. I didn't set up my computer today. And we will continue some other day. And yeah. And we say thank you very much. Please be careful for today. Look, we closed the NASDAQ trade. We took some profit and re-entered the market immediately. And it's going to our direction again. So we will cover a little bit on Monday webinar for our traders about the M strategy, because you're going to be using it a lot. We have a lot of volatility on the ES also. It's taking a short trade. And here it is. It's taking a short trade. And so if you're not, if you're not desperate, I strongly recommend to not trade at the moment. The market is just a disaster. It's not trending. There is a lot of chop in the market. I strongly recommend, I'm not your financial advisor, but go for an early lunch, enjoy your lunch, and then maybe in the afternoon, the market will be trending. And if it's not, skip it for today, tomorrow, another day, always. So nobody is forcing you to trade and lose money, okay? So a bad day like this, chop market, not a bad day for me. I can read it. But for people cannot read it. 1 minute is going long, 1 minute is going short. This is not healthy for a professional trader. He get confused, he gets stressed, and he start the market taking him down. You should not be going down. This is the market condition. So sometimes you have to enjoy the pain before you can get the gain. So enjoy your lunch and come back in the afternoon. If you find the market start trending, you take some trades. If you see it not inviting, leave it alone. Tomorrow, another day. With the financial problems right now worldwide and everybody dragging and all this, I mean, I never seen so much confliction between uh, uh, financial and Europe, USA, Greenland, Russia. I mean, China. I stopped watching the news because it's like we are in a new era. I don't know. It's like so I don't know what the hell is going on anymore. It's just like it's very depressing to listen to the news. So I decided to stay technical, and I don't want to hear the news anymore because it's confusing my mind. And uh, you have some people, they say crypto is going to 60,000, and another guy is saying 100,000, and both of them are wrong because we don't know from 1 minute to another where the prices are on the gold anymore. We cannot find the prices on the Bitcoin anymore. There is no more prediction. The whole world is like going crazy. So we'll stay technical. And in my experience, a future trading is the best technical trade, and you don't have to worry about here and there, and somebody tweet something. The future trades are the most reliable for trading. The things is you need to learn a little bit about trading, but I will not chase a wild goose at this moment in the market. I will be 100% technical. And your best bet, if you are confused between Forex, crypto, and future, and you don't have too much money, I strongly recommend for you to stay on the future, on the technical side, until we have some kind of stability somewhere, But of course, I'm not your financial advisor. You can jump anytime you want. Folks, that's all what we have for today. We thank you very much. Sorry about the clock. We have a different clock, but tomorrow, another day, it will be adjusted. Just to show you the last trades we've been talking, and let me show you what happened on this NASDAQ. This NASDAQ took the first trade here, didn't go to his direction, took the second trade, and you can see they're all on the same levels, you see? And took one more here and one more here. And here it is, $3,000. If you are on a micro account, $330 on a micro account. And got it and studied the trend before it happened. He did it here, 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 and here. And that's why this one here. And now, if the market wants to because look, there is a support, as we said earlier today, there is a support on the ES in this level, which the ES been hit 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. That's why we said today there is no short trade. But now the market is coming to the end because of the support. Now, what you do, you close position if you want to. And still the auto trade recalculate and take a trade. So when you see, especially our traders on the M strategy, whether you can see $100, $1,000, $2,000, or $3,000, you can always close the position and take a profit, and the auto trade will calculate immediately and re-enter the market based on the price level. As you see, we took $3,000 profit, and now he is re-engaging because we have a resistance in here, and then the ES is coming to the support, and there is no more. So it is a perfect entry. Even if this market went a little bit up, he's going to hammer one more, and he's going to take him all down. So you can see this is a very, it's made for chop market. And when you are using a micro account, you cannot go wrong with it. Even if you give it 10 contracts, you're still under one NASDAQ. So if you are using it on a micro account, you are much safer than to go on. And you can see how is adding one more trade. Here it is. Look at this. And he's taking them all down. He's studying the fibs. If the market went up again, he's going to take one more, average the price, readjust the target, and then he go ahead and taking it. So when you are on a micro account and you have two contracts, it's not gonna make you sweat. It's fine. Takes 10 micro contracts to make one NASDAQ. So we are in a safe. And you don't like it, you can close the trade. And now he took one more trade on those level where it's the resistance on the NASDAQ, and it will go down. So this is something is very very good for trading. And as you see right now, he is in the money and he's taking them all down. And now let's say you want to stop for today, or you want to take 300, 200, 400, you can take him. And if we look at the condition in the market, it's going to go down. The ES is still far from the support, so we can take another $200 on this one here, and we can close the trade anytime we want. Thank you very much for today, and we wish you a pleasant day. Bye for now.